This is Alice Bailey's timeline that I've pulled up over here. She's established a short-lived school of spiritual research that in Switzerland that didn't work with her friend Olga. Then she
Olga.
found she founds the Grand Lodge, Ancient Universal Mysteries, which is a co-ed Freemason body.
Yep. There you go.
She receives and publishes The Great Invocation. Now, you should look up The Great Invocation. That's an interesting piece that she wrote. Interestingly, Eleanor Roosevelt gives Alice Bailey's Great Invocation at a presidential speech in the 1950s.
Well, to be honest with you, I believe all of the presidents, including Abraham Lincoln, I think his wife is, pretty big
into this shit.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln would not have been around for this.
No, I know it was prior to this, but
yes, you're correct. But everybody from Eleanor Roosevelt on, including most famously Nancy Reagan.
Yeah. Didn't she have like a professional
in-house?
Yes.
She had an in-house psychic
who like read her fortune every day or some crazy
that
shit.
Comes from Theosophy. This is all part of that.
Okay.
Now, she writes about 25 books on Theosophy and esoteric thought, including 19 dictated by D.K., one of the gurus. Topics like the 7 rays, esoteric astrology, healing, discipleship, and the unity of nations. What was that? The unity of nations? What was that? The unity of nations?
Unity of nations.
She was a workaholic. So,
yeah.
No, there's no such thing as the one world order.
That's what they're going for.
That's a conspiracy.
And I believe we're the last linchpin in the whole thing.
Wait for it. 1923 to 1949, she continues work with the Lucis Trust, Arcane School, World Goodwill. Yes, the Goodwill organization is actually Theosophy.
Really?
It's this. Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, nobody does.
Wow.
Because they don't bother to look it up. It's right there.
That's kind of creepy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not giving the Goodwill anymore. Fuck them.
And a support for the United Nations. Health issues in her early 60s included pernicious anemia, but she continued to work until her death, which was 1949. She died in New York City at the age of 69 years old. Now, during that time, there was a lot of thoughts that came out of her work, and while she did not write this specific list herself, the 10-point plan surfaced.
Yeah, you need to blow that up so we can watch it, because this is going to really
blowing it up.
All of this is happening today.
This came out of her doctrine. Take God and prayer out of the education system. Reduce parental authority over children. Done. Destroy the Judeo-Christian family structure. Done. If sex is free, then make abortion legal and make it easy. Done. Make divorce easy and legal. Free people from the concept of marriage.
Done.
We don't know anything about that one, though.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about that one. Make homosexuality an alternative lifestyle. Done. Debase art. Make it run mad. Done. Create an interfaith movement. Done. Get governments to make all of these laws and get the church to endorse these changes. About 1/3 of the way done.
Well, okay, hang on.
God and prayer, done. Parental authority, done. They haven't destroyed the family in America, but they have in most of Europe. Abortion is legal and easy, done. So they're about 7/8 of the way through this.
Well, they've got the media to try to change her mindset. That's done.
And use the media to promote and change the mindset. Now, if you look up this 10-point plan on the internet, everything that comes back to you because of algorithms is going to tell you that this doesn't exist.
Stand by real quick. Let's talk about the last Pope who burned in.
Okay.
That dude sold out Christianity.
No, he didn't.
He sold out Christianity so fucking hard. I am sure it still exists. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck that guy. I hope he's getting spit roasted in hell right now. I know people are
Well,
like, that's you can't say that. Fuck him. Fuck that
no,
dude.
I am an Irish Catholic. I will hold my grandmother's faith to the day that I die, but I do not. The Vatican is dead to me.
Yeah.
Point blank. The Vatican is dead to me. They have betrayed the faith entirely. I am all about let's start the next crusade and we'll do the Vatican first.
I want to get into their archive.
I'd love to get into their archives.
I would like to get into the archive, scan every fucking thing, take pictures of everything, and put it out open source on the internet so everyone can see it. Because they have crazy ass shit down there, so I've been told.
There's probably stuff like you and I know things that if the public knew some of the things that you and I know, the public would have shit themselves. Our information was what's called frangible. It would have only been terrifying in that time period.
Okay.
Know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely.
I mean, not specific incidents. I've talked to you about specific incidents before offline that I'm not going to talk about on the air. But things happened that if the public had known about them, the public would have just been constantly shitting themselves. So there was no value in telling the public.
Here's another rumor that I heard as well is when we went into Iraq and the whole thing collapsed, their archives and their museums were raided. And rumor has it, some of that stuff is now in the basement of the Vatican.
Oh, no, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Iraq is one of the oldest civilized regions in the world, like at all.
Well, the rumor is they found the tomb of Gilgamesh right before we invaded, and that shit's all gone now.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even remotely be surprised if that's true. Wouldn't even remotely be surprised if that's true. So anyway, we've got that 10-point plan, and everybody's going to say all of this is bullshit. Dwarf, you're fucking blowing smoke up our asses. The Lucis Foundation. What's all this? What a load of crap. Blah, blah.
They're a nonprofit organization.
No, they're not. Stop it. Oh, wait, look. It's the UN's NGO branch. Oh, look. It's the Lucis Trust Association. Oh, look, English, Russian, Spanish, French, Italian, Dutch, German. Email geneva@lucistrust.org. Website, lucistrust.org. Non-governmental organization. Now, tell me something. Why do they have offices in every major UN building?
That's insane. Yeah, yes. Why?
And this is all based off of Alice Bailey created this. This isn't even Blavatsky.
Yeah.
This isn't even fucking Blavatsky.
I want to see
Alice Bailey
pull their 501c number here in America and say you will no longer enjoy tax-free bullshit. Fuck off.
This alone should get the UN shut down because it's being run by a Theosophist society of literally Lucifer worshippers
who funded an invasion of illegal aliens into this country.
Yes.
I mean, now that's fucking war.
Mind you, all of this stuff is just a bunch of fucking, it's our imagination. We're just making shit up. You know, except for the part where the United Nations manifesting the vision of one humanity. What does this mean? Well, I hope we would get some sense of, oh, wait, by the way, this is on the lucistrust.org website, not the United Nations website. Why is the Lucis Trust speaking for? Wait, this is the Goodwill website.
Wow.
At lucistrust.org.
Huh.
Wow, this is getting strange. What does this title mean? Well, I hope we get some sense of this by taking a brief look at the way the UN emerged and how it performs some of its most important work, namely the preparation and implementation of declarations and conventions. To start, let's take a look at the image of the United Nations General Assembly chamber. Behind the dais, the gold background is suggestive of a stream of energy from on high, 7 rays. It certainly seems appropriate imagery for a spiritual sanctum. And the Bailey books point to the thought of the General Assembly could be considered a sanctum of the avatar of synthesis.
Okay, you know what else hasn't been mentioned? The Bolsheviks are behind this. Drink.
The Bolsheviks are involved, but to their credit, neither Blavatsky or Bailey was a Bolshevik.
Correct.
I will give them that. Well done, ladies. Well done. You satanic fucking cat ladies.
Well played. Well played.
Now, here's a quote from the books which connect the conference's theme of initiation to the UN, what? With the vision of what the United Nations is seeking to present and manifest. The race as a whole stands now at the very entrance to the path of discipleship. What the fuck? The racial gaze is forward to the vision, whether it is the vision of the soul, a vision of a better way of life, of an improved economic situation, or a better interracial relationship. Wait, what? That this vision is often distorted, is materially oriented, or only partially seen. You know what? I'm going to zoom it a little better. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing there. Sorry. Hang on.
Unfuck yourself.
Unfucking myself. That this vision is oft distorted, that this materially oriented or only partially seen is sadly true, but in some form or another exists today an appreciable grasp of the new and desirable by the masses, a thing hitherto unknown.
Hitherto.
In the past, it was the intelligentsia or the elect who were privileged to have this vision. Blavatsky, Bailey, the Theosophist Society. Today, it is the mass of men. Oh, this is from The Rays and Initiations, pages 498 to 99. That's odd. They're evoking Alice Bailey's writings for this, for the UN. How strange. We know the UN is itself. We know how the UN is itself an expression of this vision, as well as one of humanity's main instruments for seeking to further express it. The creation of the UN was a highly dramatic and significant moment in human consciousness. No, it wasn't. It was a replacement for the League of Nations, which sucked.
So hang on a minute. This whole thing, all right, is making me itch to load more ammo.
Wait, because you're going to want to load higher caliber ammo too. It was initiated in 1942 by Roosevelt and Churchill, and the conference, which finally created the UN Charter, took place in San Francisco over the period beginning just before 1945. With the UN Charter being adopted on the day of the full moon of Cancer, 25 June 1945. Why is that significant? Gosh, what's going on here? It is interesting to contemplate that this conference happened in a city named after a prior incarnation of Master Kutumi. Oh, that's odd. Also, the UN is mainly based in two of the planetary centers, New York and Geneva. And in fact, the first meeting of the General Assembly took place in London. Interestingly, this year, there are two public debates which are being held to help the selection process of the next Secretary General in New York and London. The first one is happening in New York today. Wait, what? Planetary centers?
Now, hang on.
What is this a globalist? What's going on?
Are you creeped out yet? Because I'm creeped out. I am creeped out. This is creeping me out. This has been going on for quite some time, and nobody's talking about it. We're literally being led down a path, and I believe to a culling and a slaughter.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.